guys, and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to talk about the Holy Priest's PvP talents in Battle for Azeroth Beta. So, in Battle for Azeroth, well, also in the beta, they're going to have this new kind of PvP talents you can see on the right side that you can enable and disable. Of course, if you're playing Battlegrounds, Arenas, it will always be enabled, but you can enable and disable it in PvE when you're questing, in the land when you're questing in the new zones. So when you're questing here in the new zones, you can enable the PvP talents, but it also means that people can kill you when you enable, and if disable, you can not be killed, but you will not be able to use the talents then. But let's go through the talents and see what you can expect if you're playing Holy Priest in Battle for Azeroth. And keep in mind, I already made a video about the talents, so if you want to see the talents, the normal talents, not PvP talents, I have already made a video about it. So the first slot you can choose here is your PvP trinkets, like in Legion. You can choose the one here with reducing the crowd control, the PvP trinket you can use, or the PvP trinket that will be automatically used every minute. So I personally prefer Gladiator's Medallion, even though it has a longer cooldown than Ademption. But if the enemy teams know you have Ademption, it's very easy to trigger. They can just cast something stupid on you and your PvP trinket will be used. And they can easily counter you after that. So the next 3 slots here is actually the same. You can choose the same spells here, but all those spells here can only be used in these 3. So those, I think they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spells. Well, yeah, out of 11 spells you can choose 3. So let's see the first one. So the first one is a spell, active spell. Wards the friendly target against the next full loss of control effect. So that means you will give a ward to a party member, and well, you kind of give him just a PvP trinket on him. I mean, that's pretty cool. I can remember Holy Priest that had Holy Ward, I think, something in pre-Legion, so they were unable to be feared. But this one is pretty cool. I mean, it's a free PvP trinket you can cast on anyone, and it looks like it's just on forever, and it only has 30-second cooldown, so stick with that one. Then we have Greater Heal, reduce the cast time of your heal. That's this one here, 2.3 seconds. Reduce the cast time of your heal by 15, and your heal also costs inspiration on the target, increasing the maximum health by 20 for 15 seconds. So 20% extra health is pretty much. Okay. Holy Concentration. After being interrupted while casting a spell, the duration of silence and interrupt effects is reduced by 70 for 20 seconds. That's also, so all those 3 challenges here is actually pretty overpowered, I think. Prayer of Mending is now instant cast, and its jump range is increased by 10 yards. So it's instant instead of 1.4 seconds. And right now I can jump 20 yards, but now with this talent I can jump to 30 yards. Holy Word Sonority has 2 charges, so that's your instant healing spell that almost heals for full health. Has 2 charges, also pretty cool. Reduce the cooldown of Guardian Spirit. Guardian Spirit have Guardian Spirit have 3 minutes, so that means your Guardian Spirit, where you can actually, if you use it on a teammate and he dies, he will just get up to 40% health again. So that means every minute you can actually save someone from dying. That's pretty overpowered. Your Spirit Redemption is now an active ability with a 3-minute cooldown, but duration is reduced by 8, and you will no longer enter Spirit Redemption upon dying. So that means when you die, you will automatically be a spirit for 15 seconds, but it will now be an active spell you can use. So if you want, you can, you can kind of use a paladin bubble, but you can still heal in the same time. But it will not be used when you actually die. I think this one is pretty much better, because you can just use it if someone is focusing you, you can just use it and they cannot kill you. For the next 6 seconds, all damage and healing dealt to the target is delayed until Ray of Hope ends. All healing that is delayed by Ray of Hope is increased by 15. So I'm pretty interested in if this also works on enemies, because I mean, if you can stop all healing on a target for 6 seconds, then I mean all your DPS teams have 6 seconds to kill the target without healings. That's pretty overpowered, but I only think it's going to be your teammates because I don't know, I think it's maybe both. I'm not sure. Greater Fade. Fade out, removing all threat, increasing your movement speed by 50 and cause most melee ranged spells to miss you. 4 seconds. So it's kind of a little evade from rogues. Inner Focus, right, Greater Fade here. The Inner Focus, remove. Inner Focus, provide immunity to silence and interruption effects for 5 seconds and increase the critical effect chance of next heal, Flash Heal, Holy Word, Serenity, Holy Fire and Smite. Reduce the cooldown of Leap of Fate by 45 seconds and Leap of Fate remove all moving impairment. So right now it has 1.5 minutes, so that means it will come under 1 minute's cooldown. Or it will basically be 1 minute. 1.5 is 1 point. So it will be actually be 45 seconds cooldown, but I don't know if that's really important. So I think the PvP talents for Holy Priest is actually pretty cool, and well, they play a big character in this situation because talents here is so good that they actually can help you a lot. So I think maybe Holy Priest is going to be a good choice in PvP for once time. So yeah, leave down a comment if you have any questions, or yeah, tell me what do you think about those PvP talents. So else, thanks for watching, and leave down a comment if you have anything to say.